Hello. Hey, everybody. Looks like we got a few people in here. Nice. All right. Well, greetings there, Inquisitors. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully the weather has improved for y'all. I know it's improved for me where I'm at. So getting a little bit of snow melted, getting things thawed out, so that's good. All right, so Let me know in the chat if everything's working correctly. Looks like it's all working good. How to do an account review. Well, what I've been doing so far, I've been inviting people to join the Discord, and there's a channel in the Discord. Put your ally code in there, and then we'll try to get to account reviews if we can. But if I'm doing a live stream like this and you're in chat and there's nobody else in chat that's asked for account review, then maybe we can do it in one of the live streams. But I would suggest putting it over there on Discord so that we don't end up with a bunch of ally codes in the chat. That might not be good. All right. So nobody said anything. Is this all working correctly? I just want to make sure. And if you could please, for everybody who's joining in, kill that like button. Use your lightsabers or lasers or whatever you've got at your disposal and stab the heck out of that like button for me so we can get this video up on the YouTube algorithm and get some more people joining in here to check this out. All right. Good. Thanks, guys. Nice. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start out looking at an account today, and that'll give people a little bit of time to join before we do the Grand Arena stuff. My wife sent me on an errand this morning. I had to go get donuts for her and the kids, so it's cutting it kind of close getting back and getting started up on my stream. I'm still at the point where donuts are more important than my my live stream, so that's where I'm at according to my household. So I got an account up here, Andy. It's a bigger account. It's we take a look at some smaller accounts. This one we're looking at is 5 million galactic power. So we see about 3 million in characters and about 2 million in ships. And that's right at, 40% of his galactic power from ships. So that seems pretty good. We've got arena rank 292 and number 90 in fleet. Donuts are always more important. Yep, the donut grind. That's right. All right, so let's see what we're doing over here in fleet. So we've got a lot of Gear 12 characters, Geos, Silencer. Got the Houndstooth all built up. Executrix. Looks like it's in good shape. This account seems to have a lot of Gear 12 characters. Kenobi on the Negotiators at 5 stars. 6 on the skills. Kenobi's relic, of course. So we're using the ship, but the Negotiator is his main capital ship, but the pilots still aren't at relic level. So that's the first thing I see out of fleets, at least the Anakin, the Ahsoka, and potentially even the Clone Sergeant need to be leveled up. The fives here could definitely stand to be relicked. So that's what I would say. I mean, these characters are characters we're probably going to want to relic anyway. So let's take a look at the account and see if that matches up with what we're going to see over here. Wow. Yeah. For 5 million galactic power, that is a whole lot of level 85 characters. And that is not many. Good Lord. Woo! Is every character in the game at level 85? Dear Lord. I think that's almost everybody. Okay, so I think that's probably going to be the very first bit of advice we can give for this account. We got to get off of this Gear 12 stuff and head for relics with a lot more of these characters. And there's a lot of these characters that have a bunch of pieces on them. Look at all these characters that are one piece away from being reliced. We gotta just focus up and spend all of our fleet energy or regular energy or whatever we gotta do, just picking up those pieces, getting those energy collectors or whatever we need there to finish these out. Vader's one piece away. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here, but if we're competing at a 5 million galactic power level, that's what, Division 1 in Grand Arena then. So yeah, relic characters. I would say Vader is definitely a good relic. Palpatine, definitely a good relic. And then before anything, I would go for those Jedi. I would go for Anakin and Ahsoka for sure, and Fives. I would do those three. The ones that we've got one piece away, finish those out. And then get Ahsoka, Anakin, and Fives all to relic level. That's going to be the most help that you can get for your fleet. It's going to be the best choice for relicking characters. When I'm looking at this account, this looks like an account that's been around for 4 or 5 years, free to play. I feel like with all these Zetas on and everything else, this account has to be a really long-term account. There are Zetas everywhere. So that's good. I mean, it's got the basis for a really strong account. We just gotta stop working on all these characters, getting them to Gear 12, and work more on getting these good characters to relic level. I'm just going to look at one more thing here. We got R2-D2, we got BB-8, we've got Jedi Training Rey, and then do we have the two veterans? The two veterans. Vet Han is here. Vet Chewie is here. So that might be another thing that I would suggest once you get your Jedi relic up for your fleet. I really like a team of Jedi Training Rey, BB-8, R2, and the two veteran smugglers. That is a massive defensive team, so you could work on that. And then there's an error with my connection. Then while we're looking at it, let's real quick go to speed and just check out some mods here and see how fast. 300 speed on Revan. That's not terrible. 18 speed mod, 20 speed mod, 15. So we've got some good speed there. Brood Alpha's really fast, huh? 284. That's pretty good. But at 5 million, you need this top line of characters should all be at or above 300 by the time you get to 5 million galactic power. You're looking for your best and fastest characters to be up here. Now for stuff like Grandmaster Yoda, he's at 276 speed, but so he's already got 2 of the pieces for Gear 13, so he's got 8 more speed to go. But yeah, some of these characters, I mean, when you go from Gear 12 to Relic level, it gives you 20 speed. So that's a big deal too. But definitely, like the advice I'm giving to most people, work on farming speed mods and trying to get more speed mods up and running. So I think in Grand Arena, it's not horrible. The game tries to do a good job of matching you up against similar people with inventory that looks like yours. So the fact that he doesn't have that many relic characters, it's probably going to be matching him up generally against other people without too many relic characters in the top of their roster. So I imagine he can do okay in Grand Arena the way it is. So I'm going to read some chat over here. What do we got? Relic pilots, yeah. Yeah, Naboka fan says it's the opposite of my account, where he's got almost no G12s. He just does relics or stuff that he's working on. That's a bit what my main account is starting to look like now. Basically, if I took it to Gear 12, I'm working on relicking it before I start new projects. Trying to get my bloat under control, because I really didn't do a good job managing this with my main account. So that's definitely something that I have to keep working on for quite some time. Got to put Cup at 69. All right. Okay, so that's that's giving some people a chance to join. Looks like we have some viewers, 41 people in the channel. That's cool. Thank you all. Thanks for joining. All right. So do we want to do the Loquitur arena first, or do we want to do the main account arena first? What are you guys in the mood to see? Probably most people are here for the Loquitur account, I imagine. Cup solo. I don't think I'll ever unlock Cup on my Loquitur account that way. I can't be baited into playing Cup solo. All right, people want to see Loquitur? All right. So let's just check and make sure. Okay. So let's take a look at feats. 6 on my first attempt. I think we should get that. Darth Maul and Savage Opress. Not going to happen. Don't have those characters. 12 enemies in Grand Arena with a double-bladed lightsaber. So that's within this round and the next round, and I think the only character I have with a double-bladed lightsaber on this account must be Bastila Shan right now. I think that's it. I need some underdogs. All right. And then completely clear territories. So Bastila Shan needs to kill people if we can. I don't think there's any way I'm going to get the 12 of those within the next week, though. And then undersized, yeah, but that's just normal stuff, so not much to take away on the feats. So when we looked at our opponent, did some scouting, 146 on fleets, so not so much stuff on fleet, which is okay. About 400 in characters, so he's got us outranked on characters. But in fleet, you can see he's just got a bunch of relatively low-level ships, so we don't expect too much in the way of a ship battle, either for him beating us or for us beating him. Then for his account, he's got Darth Vader, Gear 12, 3 Zetas, so that's a pretty good-looking Vader. And we've got Nightsister team. So if we take a look at these Nightsisters, and I'll tell you guys, just for the sake of, discussion in the channel, when I see a Nightsister team, he's only got the zombie at 3 stars, the zombie's up and coming. But if he places a Nightsister team with no zombie, the threat level goes from, 8 to 3. These Nightsisters, without this zombie, I just don't see him as very threatening. Maybe it's just me, but that's how I see it. And the Nightsister Spirit can be real annoying, but unless you've got her super fast and a bunch of support, it's not too scary. Okay. And then we got Princess Leia, Chewbacca, all this stuff. We got a General Grievous over here somewhere. So he's got a lot of stuff that's in the works, and then he's just got like a pretty strong, let's say 8 or 9 characters here at the top. So then when we came in to find out how he deployed, he put this team in front of his fleet. And when I first saw this, I almost thought it was an auto deploy, but it's not. This is actually a team that he's using. I think that might actually be, he's got the Nightsisters in his arena team. When I looked at him the other day, he was actually using that weird Darth Vader team in his arena. So this is a team that he uses. And he put Vader on defense. And just so you all know, I do not think Vader is well served on defense. I would always say, save this Vader for offense. He's just way too good on offense to just throw him away like this on defense. But 96,000 galactic power, and I imagine that with his ships, he probably just put a bad fleet back there and tried to, put something big up front. And then he put his Nightsister team over here, same kind of thing. He's probably got the Nightsisters here and then garbage behind it, just trying to get a hold in one of those first two spots. So with that said, if we take a look at our teams, take a look at chat here before we do it. Go first with the main so Loquitur can be the dessert. Yeah. How many counts do you have to review? The list is up to like 73 people that have asked for account reviews. There's really a lot in there. So, I mean, I'll try to get to people as I can. What I try to do is pick different galactic power. So I try to do a high, a medium, a low galactic power and work around like that and see how many people I can help. Oh, this is horrible. Yeah, I mean, his teams aren't well built, but there's a lot of people at this level that are just having fun with the game, and so he built Darth Vader, and he's having fun. Yeah, the Zeta on Leia is kind of scary. The CWC will be crazy tough. Yeah. Imperial Troopers versus Nightsisters. The Imperial Troopers is it's a gimme against the Nightsisters. I think they would mow down the Nightsisters. But I don't think that my Darth Vader team can take out his Darth Vader team. So I think I have to use the Troopers on that big Darth Vader team. And I have to use this Darth Vader team on his Nightsisters. And if anything goes wrong there, I'll clean it up with the Jedi. And then, I don't know what he's got on his back wall, but we'll see when we get there. So, yeah, I think I have to do Troopers. I have to get through that wall first and get back to ships and find out where that's going. So, with this Consular, how many hit points does he have? He's got 40,000 hit points. And with this guy's speed, so that it's important to know that, if we look at his speed in his roster, I think my Troopers are almost twice as fast as anything that he's got in that team. We got Princess Leia here, and she's one of the fastest characters at 171. Darth Vader's down here at 140. So my Troopers are fast enough. What's my Stark is 386 plus 20 is 286 plus 20 is 306 with the leadership. So my guys are literally, even without the turn meter gain, they're going to go twice before most of his characters go. So I think I definitely have enough space to get my first kill with Troopers, even though most of these characters are pretty beefy. And then I did have some requests from a couple people at a lower level asking, if I could take a little more time to explain the matchup and what's going to happen up front. So again, for the sake of people who want to learn some stuff, we're going to go through this just real quick. So with this Trooper team, the whole mechanic behind the Trooper team is based on Veer's leadership. Empire allies gain offense, 20 speed, and 10% turn meter whenever they gain a buff. And then once you kill somebody, everybody gets 50% turn meter and recovers 10% protection. And he gives Troopers 15% crit chance. So what's going to happen, Stark is going to go first, and he's going to do scan all wavelengths. That puts up 2 buffs. Piet has a skill called Emperor's Trap. That's one of our Zetas. And whenever an Empire ally begins an attack or attacks out of turn, all Empire allies gain a stack of the Emperor's Trap. Emperor's Trap gives 6% offense and potency per stack, but it also gives 10% turn meter. So what's going to happen when Stark does his turn, he's first going to get Emperor's Trap. Everybody gets 10% turn meter. He applies 2 more buffs. Everybody gets 20% turn meter. Piet goes next. He does his... Oh, get back in there. He does his skill for Imperial Ambition, offense up, gains another stack. So if we just go through Stark, when he goes, he gets 30% turn meter. So as soon as he goes, he's already back to 30%. Piet goes, it's another 2 buffs. Now he's at 50%. Snowtrooper will go. That'll give everybody another 10%. He's at 60%. Snowtrooper will do his big attack. When Veers goes, Veers then does his Ruthless Assault. That calls everybody else to assist. When they all assist, they all add a stack of Emperor's Trap. That gives turn meter. So now we've given Stark another 50% turn meter just from that. He'll have another turn again. Then Piet will have another turn again. And then hopefully by then we've killed somebody and everybody gets 50% turn meter and we're back to being full turn meter and the opponent never gets to play. So that is how the troopers work. But once you've taken your first set of rounds, you do start to not be able to just chain that forever until you get a kill. So that's why we got to look and make sure there's at least one weak character there that we can kill. All right, so let's make sure we're on the right battle. I've been talking so long. Okay, yep, we're on the right battle. Select them as the squad. Cinnamon. So here goes the buff. Watch these turn meters. So like Snowtrooper here, you see he's about 75%. Once we do this, boosts it up. We do this. Now we're going to put this on Snowtrooper this time so that when we call Piet's assist, he's actually going to call the Snowtrooper. And then the Snowtrooper does the area effect, big damage. Now we do the mass assist. And again, you can watch Piet over here. He's got half a turn meter. His turn meter is going to fill right up off of this. Done. Now because everybody's got so much turn meter, we can come over here and we can put a shot. Oh, I guess we're going to kill him. We'll put a couple shots on Vader. Get another kill. Refresh the turn meter again. Put a couple more shots on Vader. And finish off the Chewie. And there you go. So we just turn meter trained the heck out of everybody. And, I went a bunch of times and his team never got to go. So that is how the Trooper team does its thing. All right. Oh my God, I see Loquitur's chair. Yeah, I need more monitors. Yes, I need more monitors. Yeah, I'm still getting set up. I'm still figuring all this stuff out. Thanks, I'm a noob. I learned something. I don't know whether that's truth or sarcasm. All right. Absolutely roasted that Vader. Yes. That's that's why I love those troopers. It's just so satisfying. It's nice. It puts a smile on my face. You take a lot of turns and you get to play and they don't. And again, in Grand Arena, a lot of if you can take out a higher galactic power team with a lower galactic power team, that's always to your benefit. So I just beat 96 with 67. So that's great. That's what we're looking for. All right. Would not put that on defense. Yeah, no, don't. If you had a Vader with Zetas, that Vader does not go on defense. All right. Range Trooper or Death Trooper. I'm going to end up building Range Trooper to replace my Stormtrooper in this team. And Range Trooper just has such a good passive. He lets troopers call assists on their basic attacks. So I think I'm going to end up doing the Range Trooper. And he's got mechanics that help recover protection. So if I do get hit, then I can recover protection. In PvE, like for the assault battles and stuff like that, if you do the main 3, Piet, Stark, and Veers, and then do Shore Trooper and Range Trooper, those are great characters. You can literally beat all 8 waves of the Rebels on auto with that team. Just so much recovery mechanics, and their Emperor's trap stacks go up to 100, and they're doing just 600% extra damage. It's crazy. So after crushing with Imperials, you should make a GIF with Darth Vader's voice. Impressive. Most impressive. Yeah, nice. Vader's fun to use against the murder bears. Yeah, Vader's fun to use against a lot of teams because he just kind of goes in there and does his thing and makes them sad. All right, let's see what we got on fleets here. We've got 107,000 galactic power in fleets. I saved my good fleet, 3 Geos, and I'm not even going to reinforce. I'm just going to get banners with this. Send them in. All right. Maybe I'm underestimating this, but it looks like it's going to be pretty easy. Resistance pilot. Get him. All right, we actually got an expose on him this time. That's good. Usually my Tarkin doesn't even bother exposing. I'll call him Ass Assist. He gets his first reinforcement. Ahsoka. She's stuck behind Sunfac. All right. Let's kill his soldier. Spy goes under stealth. He does extra damage when he's under stealth, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't remember how many levels I got on him before this battle, though. All right, there we go. 61 banners, a bunch of unused slots. That's good. Do you have any good mod advice for a pre-Galactic Legend Kylo Ren First Order team? Yeah. Hux has to be super fast. You want your Hux to go really quickly, and then if you're using him on offense, you can do his mass assist right away before the other team and potentially take out a character. If you have a pre-Galactic Legend Kylo, I would take that red Sith Trooper all the way up to Relic 7. I love that character. Put him on a ton of crit damage. Don't worry about his crit chance that much because he gets advantage all over the place for a bunch of different reasons. And, just make him a terror on offense and crit damage. And, make your Kylo tanky. I like to have a bunch of health. Like, of course, everybody likes to have a bunch of health on Kylo Ren Unmasked. But I also like to put in a little bit of armor, especially at relic level. His armor is pretty high. So if you mix the armor in with the health, it makes him last even longer. It makes him harder to kill. So that's what I would do with Kylo. And, whoever else you've got in that team, I think you have to have Kylo Ren Unmasked, Hux, the Sith Trooper. And then the other two, you could put Executioner in there. You can put the other tank, the Stormtrooper, in there. And you can put old OG Kylo in there if you want to, since you have to get him to high relic level anyway. So however you plan to do that. But for me, a really fast Hux and that red Sith Trooper being able to, blow craters in the sky. That's how I did my team pre SLKR, and that Sith Trooper just assists on everything and kills the whole team. Yep. R7 Kylo Ren Unmasked is hard to take down. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. That's why I made mine Relic 8, so on my main account, because I just love that character. He's good. He's got a good ship, and if people can't get through him right away, he's really annoying. All right, so we're going to underdog this as well. Let's see. Do we want to take Dooku out even or leave Dooku in? Yeah, I think Dooku's just going to lose me banners. But they do have area effect, so I'll leave him in. Again, I have been underestimating the power of my teams. Heck with it. Get him out of there. Let's do it with these three. Overconfidence. All right. Let's get him powered up. Now we'll do the Force Crush on her. And let's just chuck at Asajj right away. Oh, dodged. Yeah, I don't have that skill capped out yet where it can't be dodged. That's a bummer. All right. I think I'll just Force Crush again. That should kill the spirit, so I don't have to deal with her. I don't want to deal with the plague. Just clear off that stun and give everybody advantage. No, we got to deal with the plague anyway. Yeah, that stinks. Let's see how much damage we can. Nah, that's not even in the ballpark. Gain health back, get rid of that plague. Oh, they got my trooper stunned. This is not going well for us, fellas. Well, we got one more turn on Vader here that we got to get to. Now he's stunned. Yikes! All right, we underestimated the Nightsisters. That's not good. Okay. Well, there we go. Got to try to clean that up with the Jedi. Yeah, Vader not having the Omega on his culling blade really hurt me there. All right, I guess we got to take in these Jedi and hope that we can get it done. They've got turn meter though. Maybe should have kept Dooku in. Yeah, I don't think keeping Dooku in would have solved that. All right, we can just hit her, right? Yeah. All right, so let's go after Daka. Have Yoda give everybody some good buffs here. Ability block, so that we don't have Asajj removing our buffs. We'll come over here for a hit. Come on, get Daka out of here. Get her out of here. All right. I just got to keep working on Talzin. Looks big hit on Talzin. All right. All right. This is looking like something we can do. Let's get this spirit out of here. And I think we can deal with Asajj now. Put the buffs up. I don't think we need to taunt. Ability block, nothing. All right. Hit him. Get cooldowns going. Looks like we'll have an easier time killing her, so we'll just try to kill her off before she can finish off my Yoda. His protection. He's still got a sliver of protection there that's keeping us from losing banners. So, all right, Jedi got it. Phew. Yeah. The Daka instant turn meter when a Nightsister dies is pretty lethal. Yeah. Yeah. Dooku stun would have been useful. Yeah. Yep. I got to figure out how to play at low level, you know. It's a bit different. All right, who do we have back here? Still 64,000 galactic power worth of stuff with a zombie and another Nightsister, so that zombie still gets the revive, right? Yeah. I don't know if we can get a full clear against that. Maybe I should have brought the Jedi against the Nightsisters in the first place. Now, I think if Vader would have been able to cull Asajj out of there, I think we'd have been okay. But her, taking off all of our stuff and taking all the debuffs off of the Nightsisters, that's what lost us the game, in my opinion. So, okay. Let's see. What do we have left? We have nothing left but garbage. Really garbage. So that's I've said before, focus on a few teams and build up your good teams. But this is the result. Once you're out of good teams, you're really done. We don't have much cleanup power. Heck with it. I mean, we're going to take something in. We're going to give it a try, right? You can't just walk away from it. 2,400 galactic power Marauder for the win right here. Oh, boy. All right, so let's just get the shock out there. Might as well. Yeah, as expected, this is going to be short. Oh, wow. All right. Stun the zombie, though. There's always that. Maybe if he can get 174,000 counterattacks, somehow we can pull this out. Yep. Yeah, I didn't have much hope there. So. All right, well, that's still 3 zones cleared. And there's no way with what he's got left that he's getting through these geos. I don't see anything in his fleet that should be able to get through, even my weak fleet here. So we only had like 150,000 in ships, and we saw 100,000 of it over here. So he's got like 50,000 galactic power worth of ships left over. So I think we're pretty safe in that regard. I think that's probably going to be a win for us. I wish that Vader would have worked out and we could have got the Jedi against this back team and got a full clear. Well, just got to get them better and get it done next week. All right. So let's take a look at another account. You guys want to look at another account? You think that'd be fun? Snooping through somebody else's stuff again? Let's check on the chat here. Yeah, cleansing the advantage and getting rid of their debuffs is what turned the tide of the battle. Absolutely. If I could have culled her out of there, it would have been different. Interesting that they didn't use zombie on the front wall. Yeah, the zombie would have made that team a lot more threatening. Yeah. It's important. It goes to show how even the best plan can go awry, and you have to adapt in GAC. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, even if something is a counter to something, it doesn't mean that it's going to win. The RNG goes bad. The opponent gets a bunch of dodges on you. Something happens, and you got to be able to handle it. Review Arnold T101's account. Yeah, no, I don't think he needs my advice on anything. I could review his new account. Just to say, I mean, for people watching, I know Arnold started a new free-to-play account, and his whole goal in his free-to-play account is just to rush all of these journey characters. And I understand that, it's nice, it's flashy, getting the Thrawn, getting the Emperor Palpatine, but, it's... The reason I don't like the Phoenix aren't bad. I mean, anybody who starts out with Phoenix and says, hey, I'm going the Phoenix route as a new player, what should I do? Is that okay? Yeah, of course it's okay. It's good, actually. The Phoenix are a pretty strong first starting team to mess around in the game, it's no problem to start that way. The reason I don't like it is because it gives you about 60,000 galactic power, and then you've beat the event, and you don't want to keep building those characters. So it's galactic power that's going to just sit there for the rest of forever and not do you any good. So at some point, I do plan to go for the Sith Eternal Emperor on this account. And for sure I have to build Phoenix and get Thrawn because he's required for the Eternal Emperor. I just don't want to do it right away because I don't want that galactic power sitting around. But you can see, if I had gone that route, I would just have them on defense, for example, and have, one more good defense to play. So there's nothing wrong with going that route. But then his tactic is once you've built Phoenix and unlocked a bunch of journey characters, you just go straight into First Order and build Kylo Ren. And, I don't like that route. I think that if I was a new player and you said, look, you're going to build one team and you're going to be able to do good right in the early game and you're going to have fun for like a month and a half. And then after that, you're going to play the game for 10 months and you're really not going to have fun. You're going to have one mediocre team to play in events and guild wars and everything else. You're not going to get high scores in raids. You're not going to be at the top of the squad arena, whatever. But, a year from now, once you finally get Kylo Ren on Supreme Leader and his ultimate, you'll have fun with the game. And I just think, man, especially for people who are brand new to the game, they're not doing a second account, they're not already engaged with how mods work and everything else. If that's your route, have fun for a month and then grind for a year, I think a lot of people would probably quit the game before they ever get the payout for that Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. But that's just me. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, give people a path and some advice on how to build fun teams that you can work up over time. And then, once you've got 5, 6, 7 functional teams, then you do have to go for a Galactic Legend. You at least have to go for Revens or for a Galactic Legend because that's how you got to compete in the game these days. So I don't mind going for a Galactic Legend quickly, but I certainly do recommend playing for 6 months or so and stabilizing your account and getting that stuff underway. All right, we got an alt account. So what do we got over here in the chat? I just put my code in Discord if you want to review it. Okay, well, if we've got somebody actively here, let's take a look, see what we can come up with. Okay, going in here for account review stuff. All right, so we've got somebody here who's got a predicament on where to go. So we can stick that ally code in over here and maybe see if we can, instead of doing like a thorough account review, just check it out and give some advice. So current farm is Jedi Knight Revan, but after that I don't know if I should go Darth Revan Malak route or straight to Jedi Knight Luke and then Jedi Master Luke. Yeah, some bloat from a while back with a big wedge Lando, already gear 11, but the guild event tokens currency 1 for Wampa, Hoda, or Malak. Okay, so that one, the first part of that, I think I can answer right away. So let's get over here and look at this account. Okay, so galactic power wise, almost 1 million in ships, 1.5 million in characters. That's not horrible. So he says he's farming up the Jedi Knight Revan, And what should he do next? I'm interested to see what the chat's got to say. So, chat, if you were giving this person advice after the Jedi Knight Revan, what should you go for next? I'd like to see what you all have to say. Looks like we've got a Padme. We've got clones. Definitely got clones going. Got Grievous. General Skywalker. So this account has some pretty strong stuff in it. No Galactic Legends yet, but yeah. So this account looks pretty good, right? You've got a group of relic characters. You got a group of Gear 12 stuff in the middle. Got some guys that are up and coming. So this account overall, in terms of those characters, looks good. Darth Revan and then Malak. Darth Revan. How does he have that many relics with only 2.4? Yeah, he has that many relics because there's not a lot of characters all the way down here at the bottom doing nothing, right? So the characters that are down here are all no investment. So they're not adding galactic power, and then very quickly goes to the stuff that's being worked on, and then very quickly goes into the Gear 12 and relics. So that's how you keep your galactic power down while you're building these good characters, is you don't start and half build a lot of other stuff. Darth Revan and Malak, no doubt. Darth Revan, then Malak. Sith Empire, Darth Revan and Malak. Ideal route is Darth Revan, then Malak. The Ugnaught is the most important character. Ugnaught is important. He's very important. Yeah, Ugnaught gives you free loot. We got an Ugnaught in here? Where's he at? I must have missed him. Definitely need your Ugnaught. All right, so everybody in the chat saying Darth Revan and Malak, and I would agree with that. I did not do that on my main account. I got my Jedi Knight Revan, and I never went for my Darth Revan. And to this day, I regret it, because I built Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and now I'm committed to building the Supreme Eternal Emperor. And I don't want to break into that to go get my Darth Revan. But I really should have gotten my Darth Revan and Malak going before I went for the Kylo Ren. I wish I had that character in my main account. I need him bad. But I got to finish out the Sith Eternal Emperor first. So I think that's what the chat says. I think that's my advice for sure, is to go the Darth Revan route and fill that out and use your get currency for that. And then, you're going to have to save up a lot to get the Hermit Yoda and the Wampa and all the stuff that you need for those other requirements. But I would definitely say that building Malak is worth it. If I have to rate characters, General Skywalker is obviously the #1 best non-galactic legend character. And I think you got to put Malak at #2, or at least in the top 5. That character is disgusting. So yes, it's definitely something that has to be done and be built. Well, let's take a quick look at his ships while I'm here. So, got good ships with the Jedi, some Gear 12 stuff, got the Houndstooth going, got 5s. So he's got the good negotiator fleet up and coming. Here's that TIE Advanced with Vader again. If you're going to run TIE Advanced and Vader for anybody, I recommend that you got to have the Houndstooth as one of your starting ships, and you really need to have that TIE Bomber as a starting ship. And once you take TIE Bomber and Houndstooth away from your negotiator fleet, then you have to have that pilotless Y-Wing in your starting 3 for your negotiator fleet. So I would say that the top 2 ships that you need to build are those 2 pilotless ships. You need the bomber, the TIE Bomber, and you need the Galactic Republic Y-Wing. Other than that, you got 1 strong fleet, you got a second off fleet. That's fine. Once you get up into Division 3, you'll definitely have to build at least a 3rd fleet. You're forgetting about Jedi Knight Luke up there. Vader, best free-to-play Galactic Legend counter. Yeah, that's true. Jedi Knight Luke is again, if Malak isn't up there, then I'm just saying he's in the top 5. Jedi Knight Luke is definitely in the top 5 too. Yeah, those characters are crazy strong. Yep. Okay. But I still think I would go for the Darth Revan route before worrying about Jedi Knight Luke. Because I think you need, for Jedi Knight Luke, do you need both the Wampa and Hermit Yoda? So that's a lot of stuff to have to build to get to him. So that's a long haul. I think I would rather have the Malak. Geoships are always a good investment. Yeah, geoships are nice. I mean, just put them like this with your geos at whatever level they're at, and that can be an off fleet somewhere. You know, you put this with Home One or put it with the Executrix, either one, and it's a good enough fleet. The opponent actually has to bring something to beat it. I like this with Home One early game because of all the assists, and then when your geos go, the soldier can assist even if they're attacking out of turn. They can assist. So that can be a easy little second team. Yep. All right, cool. That account's not in bad shape. All right. Oh, sorry, GeoShip wasn't for this account. Yeah, no, I get it. But I'm just saying in general for anybody who's watching this and trying to learn something from an account review, it's never bad to build those geos. I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't want to build the geo ships. It's a waste of galactic power." And maybe at some point in the mid game, once you've got a negotiator fleet and a malevolence fleet both started and a rebel fleet and whatever, that you don't want your geos. But man, they do a lot of good work for a long time before they're useless. So I'm a big fan of the geo team. All right. So let's see. What do we have here? Bonus energy. I better grab this before it goes away. Let me get my free stuff. Got to spend this energy before it goes bad. It might spoil if I don't pay attention to it, right? All right. We're not maxed out on any of the energy on this account, so we're good. All right, so what we're facing on my main account is Mr. Sala, the Sith Smiter. When we look at his stats, he's got 1.8 in fleets, 2.6 in characters. So I think he's actually a little less in fleets, but he's got me on characters. If we look at his fleets, he's got a bunch of ships, and I always like to see when people have a bunch of ships because that means they have a bunch of fleet power, but it's not, let's say, strong ships. But he does have a lot of this stuff built up from, of course, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. He's got only 3 stars on his Jedi Knight Anakin. This is actually something we have to watch for because if I go in against this with my finalizer and I don't know that he's got, like, let's say, a little bit weaker than normal ship for Anakin, I might trigger the Undying Loyalty too soon and really have problems with the fight from there. So I got to be careful with that. First Order tie, SF tie, and then just a lot of mediocre ships. And then you can see he's working on the Sith Eternal requirement, so he's got these ships unlocked. And those ships are okay-ish. I'm not a big fan of this Imperial fleet. Honestly, I think that if you go for Sith Eternal Emperor, unless you're going to make this one of your main 2 fleets, I wouldn't even unlock these ships. I would just leave them unactivated, and that way you don't, because like you've got the galactic power in this Royal Guard that you already don't want, and then he's adding more galactic power through this Emperor shuttle. And I think for 60,000 galactic power, I'm not sure the ship is worth it. But just my opinion. Again, it's not a bad fleet. The Imperial stuff is not a bad fleet, but that's what I plan to do on my Loquitur account if I ever go for the Sith Eternal Emperor. It's just I'm not gonna build any of these ships except the bomber, and I will build the bomber because that's a phenomenal ship. So definitely, you got to have 6-star bomber, I think, is a requirement. So I'll take that to 7 stars and max it out. Not a problem at all. So I'm not too worried about his ships, but then over here on characters, this is just row after row of relic characters. So he's got, both sides of Revan. He's got built up Vader, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, the Thrawn, Big Dooku, Bosk. He's just got a bunch of stuff. He's got a Jedi training Rey up here, Padme team. He's got the Trooper team going on, Nightsisters at relic level. So he's just got a lot of scary stuff. If we arrange by speed, what do we got over here in chat? Make sure I'm not missing something. I started building the TIE Advanced. Do I continue for Geo or build Geo for Executrix 5-star? You've got to pay attention to those early game ship things. You've got to get your Executrix to 5 stars, and you've got to get that Zeta Material Challenge unlocked at level 78. So TIE Advanced, yes. TIE Fighter, yes. Slave 1. Build either the TIE Fighter or Slave 1. Either one is fine, and then the 3 Geo ships. That's the easiest way to get that feat closed out close to level 78 when you get it. Definitely what I would do. How is that Dooku modded? Well, he's not modded too fast. I arranged by speed. I don't see him up here, so what we got on Dooku? 214 speed. A lot of potency. Decent damage, crit. I don't know. I'm not sure why we're doing a Dooku like this. No speed on a speed arrow. Yikes. You can do whatever you like. I would not do that. He put accuracy on there. Maybe he's missing with his Count Dooku a little bit. So, obviously, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's going to be his first fastest character. 120,000 galactic power, 526 speed. That's decent for having a. He doesn't have a full speed set on. He's got 3 speed mods and 3 health mods. So it's a broken set. He gets just the health. He doesn't get the speed. Well, if my opponent happens to watch this video, fix that. Fix your Kylo. Get that speed mod in there. There's Revan, 306. So it's fast, but I've seen faster. Padme, pretty fast, 277. But his speed drops off from here, and by the time we get down to Jedi Knight Revan, I think it's like 270 or something, 253. So the only characters that we're worried about being fast really are Revan and Padme, and of course the SLKR going at light speed. All right, so if we look at what he actually deployed, what's up with these broken mod sets? I'm telling you guys, it happens to everybody. It happens to me sometimes. I'll go into a grand arena and I'll see one character with a mod missing. I mean, all you have to do is remod 1 or 2 characters and move some mods around and forget that you pulled a mod off of Yoda. And then you go back in there and you think, oh, I need to replace that health mod I took off of Yoda. And you actually took a speed mod off of him and you put back the wrong mod. So, I mean, I don't blame anybody who's got something like this going on in their account. It's not due to like negligence or being stupid. It's just these things happen from time to time. All right, so Padme team. What do I always say about Padme teams? Potency. 71% potency on Padme. Anakin. No potency on Anakin. Yoda. 61% potency on Yoda. Ahsoka we don't have to worry about. I mean, she's just going to strip buffs and do what she does. How big is this Kenobi? Tons of protection. Not much health. That's weird. Speed. Has he got armor or something? What's he got going on here? Tenacity? It's just tenacity. And a tenacity cross without tenacity on it. So if you're going for tenacity, there's no reason at all why you wouldn't put tenacity main stat down here on your tenacity cross. I think that's a nest. I think that's a nest, boys. I don't think they have the potency to do what needs to be done against my Nest. All right. Do I have a Twitch too, or just a YouTube? Just YouTube. I'm not doing anything on any other media right now. All right, here we got a Phasma team with Kylo Ren, 2 pilots, and an Executioner. That team's a threat. That team's a threat. And here we've got Jedi Knight Revan, Zetas, Qui-Gon Jinn. Interesting. Interesting team there. How's his Bindo looking? I don't think I looked at his Bindo. Does he doesn't have him modded for tenacity? All right. I'll say this again. I've said it in a couple other videos. Jolie has extra max health. So health is good for him, right? So we want health. But don't get distracted by that. He has 100% tenacity and is immune to turn meter reduction effects, and he gains crit avoidance equal to half of his tenacity. So if you can get him to 100 tenacity, this puts him at 200 tenacity, and he will have 100% crit avoidance. You can put a crit avoid arrow on him, and then anybody with up to 125% crit chance can't get a crit on Bindo. And that makes him really, really hard to kill. Really hard to kill. Health, tenacity. A little bit of protection if you want it because of the protection recovery mechanics. So that Bindo's not too scary. The Revan we know is fast. Some Gear 12s. So, okay. Then we've got this Supreme Leader Kylo Ren team, and I have to admit I don't really have a counter built yet for this. I need to build up my clones as a counter, or I need to just get the Sith Eternal Emperor closed out. That's my issue. I don't want to get distracted by trying to build a bunch of other different stuff. I want to get that second Galactic Legend in my account, and then I can probably use him to counter Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So for right now, this is pretty much a roadblock for me, and I got to hope that it works the same way for him. Look over here. He's got one battle against, and nobody's even scratched. There's not even any protection gone. So what's that? He goes, Hux feeds him turn meter. He does the big area effect and kills the whole team? Phew. I don't even know how that works. How do you have one battle? Well, I don't know. Anyway, it looks like he's not going to work on the Kylo Ren. My Rebel fleet held. So the starting 3 on the Rebel fleet is Biggs, the pilotless Y-Wing, and the Falcon. Then we reinforce with this and this. That's nice. 3 holds. Okay, so it looks like he stopped on ships, and it looks like he stopped on Kylo Ren, so I don't even have to beat this Kylo. All I have to do is get high banners on the teams that we do beat. Okay. So this guy needs a mod instructor. You know, I've played this game for long enough, and I've looked at enough accounts to know most people need better mods. A lot of people underestimate how important mods are. And I can imagine a person like this playing for like 6-8 months, not paying too much attention to mods. Then you figure out how much you really need. Then you start working on mods, but you're always chasing it. You're trying to catch up after that. All right. Okay. This looks like a mess of a GAC already. He battled and... Yeah, oh, yeah, you're right. Nabokov fan. Yeah, that's right. So what he did is he battled the Supreme Leader Kylo, and he was losing, so he quit and withdrew, and that's why it's got one battle with no turn. You're right. That's what happened. So he just left in case he wanted to come back and try something else. Yeah, the airplane mode trick maybe. Sure. All right. Yeah, some people are being nice to me in the chat, so thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. It's nice to know that people are enjoying the stream and, hopefully learning something from what we're doing over here. All right, so just because it's fun, it may not work. It's not 100%, but we are going to put in Enfys Nest, And we're going to do a Kira lead, and Kira's going to get killed, but we don't care. We just need the extra offense. So she's going to give us 30% more offense and then be dead, and we don't care. And then Nest. Look at this, boys. I love my Nest. I love this character. Here's a Tenacity cross. Guess what it's got on it? Tenacity. Look at this Tenacity. 175. So his characters, I think the highest potency I saw was 71%. So 100% of his characters have 0% chance of ever putting a debuff on my character. So that's not a good situation for him to be in, I think. And with Grandmaster Yoda there's going to be so many buffs coming and going. The only risk that I have is if I go with Nest and she ends her turn, there's a chance that if Yoda has his big ability wound up and he's next and he hits her when she doesn't have the protection up, that she can one-shot Enfys Nest. So this is a risky battle. But we're going to do it. We're going in. We're sending them in. If nothing else, it's going to be fun. So we're going to target Jedi Knight Anakin. We definitely want him to be the one that we kill. Okay, and then we're going to attack with a basic because that goes through the foresight. And then I'm sorry for this, but you're going to have to watch like minutes of me playing this. So we're just going to do basics for a while on auto and get this playing as fast as we can. And on her turn, when she actually goes, she ignores taunt, so she can go after this Jedi Knight Anakin. And so far, 0 debuffs. That's what we expected, right? Do. Yoda takes one to the face. Nice. So her damage is ramping up a bit. Okay, we got a crit going on him. That was good. The attacks out of turn are giving them more protection up, but there's really nothing we could do about it. That's the way Nest works with her mechanics. So we like it when she's attacking out of turn and hitting Kenobi, because then, we just keep giving the protection up to the same person, and it doesn't really matter. All right. Oh, that's close. But now he's got the no crit. So for anybody who doesn't know how Nest works, every time a buff or a debuff comes and goes, she gets scaling damage for the rest of the combat. I think it's like 2% or something like that. So all of these buffs that are disappearing, every time a buff disappears, her attack's going up and up and up and up and up and up. Her crit rate goes up and up and up and up. So every hit's a crit. Every hit she does is going to do escalating damage more and more. And if Jedi Knight Anakin had potency, he could put the healing immunity on her, then that stops this whole trick. You can't do it. If Padme has enough that she can give you a kick, that's sometimes enough to stop it. But how does their stacks of courage not get through her protection? Because once she starts generating that purple protection up, it is so much protection up. It is sickening amounts of protection up. So it's, after 1 or 2 hits from other characters who don't have the courage up, she'll have like 700% of her normal protection. So even if you get a big hit on her when she's got that purple protection, it's pretty much not going to do much for you. So, yep. You got to love your Nest during lockdown, yeah. Put it on auto. Yeah. Yep. How is she absorbing all the damage? I guess. I mean, we can just go look at Nest for a second if y'all want to, just to show how ridiculous this character is. So Fighting Instinct, whenever she's damaged by an attack, she gains critical chance and 40% bonus protection stacking. So that bonus protection just keeps stacking and stacking. This increases by an additional 40% each time, and at the end of her turn, it gets reset. Whenever an enemy loses a buff or debuff, she gains 2% critical damage and health steal. So this is where her scaling damage goes up, and there were probably, I don't know, let's say there were 100 buffs that came and went during that battle. She's attacking for plus 200% crit damage. It's just crazy. So that protection just comes back every time she takes damage. Her basic, if the target had defensive buffs, it can't be evaded, so it goes through Foresight, and she does dispel all of these defensive buffs. That gets rid of the buffs so that they can put on more buffs, and she can get rid of them again and keep stacking her offense. This skill does a stun, so if you don't have to work around the Foresights and stuff like that, she can hit characters and stun them. So she's got a great kit. This is an area effect. This works well against Geos if you want to use her against Geos. But this ridiculous thing here is how she just keeps fighting forever without dying. Pretty crazy stuff. Hey, I got a feat. Undersized squad. Let's claim that on our way through. All right. What do we want to do next? I feel like this team deserves some kind of attention. What do we got that'll work here? That's safe. How much damage do they do? We don't have much area effect here. He's got an area effect. He's got the area effect. She's got an area effect. I kind of want to do a Han Solo team against that, but I'm not sure that's gonna get us where we need to go. We could put Padme up against it. Let's look at potentially doing troopers. Right? We don't have Hux in here, so we can't mess with our turn meter. Their turn meter's not that great. Do troopers have a problem against Kylo? I don't think so. I mean, they'll stack up some pretty big hits and hit Kylo hard enough that we should be able to go right through him, right? What do you guys think? Does anybody know of a reason why we can't use troopers against this First Order team? I think that can work, right? Should be able to use troopers there. We can get a quick kill on this guy as long as he's under 150,000, right? So we'd be at about, what, 100,000? Yeah, so we should be able to kill him on the initial barrage with all the troopers. All right, no comments. Nobody's saying anything. Troopers should work fine. We got to vote for troopers. All right. So if we trooper that, we might be able to use rebels here. If we can just blast that Bindo right away, might be able to. And what do we need down here? We need something to kill bounty hunters. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. We could probably just use Triumvirate there. Triumvirate to bounty hunters. All right, so what else? Troopers is way overpowered for that team. CLS a better fit. I don't have troopers, so I don't know. What teams do you have left? Yeah, I've got a bunch of teams left. A bunch of stuff. The other thing we could do is we could save troopers for something else, and we could do our clone bomb team here. That could work too. What's the best use of our troopers? I think this is the best use of our troopers. I think so. All right, lads. How you feeling? Good? We want Moff Gideon in there? Yeah, I think we take Moff Gideon in. More than they deserve. All right, we want the Special Forces tie. We've got so much turn meter that I feel like I shouldn't even do that first. All right, here we go. And do that and get buffs up. Oh man. Too easy this is. How much can we do to Kylo? Don't. Oh, whew. Game was stalling out there for a second. All right, shoot him up. Should we take away their turn meter? I'm full on turn meter. I don't see any reason to take away their turn meter. I've wasted my Moff Gideon. Just do area effects here. Kylo's down. Phasma's going down next. Easy. 60 banner win. And those troopers aren't even that good. This range trooper is like 6 stars, gear 10 or something like that. Piet's, I think, gear 12. So, yeah, it took out 120,000 galactic power with less. What's our troopers? Oop, hey, get out of there. What's our trooper team? 112. I guess they're better than I thought. I guess with Gideon in there, it's pretty good. All right, what are we looking at here for Jedi? Rebels or clones or bounty hunters? Rebels. I need to pay attention to banners, because if I can't get his fleet, then I got to make sure that I'm winning on banners here. So I pretty much got to make sure that I kill this Jedi team here. I can't afford to stumble. Maybe we'll just do the mirror match. Let's do the mirror match. Let's do the mirror match and just be safe. So we have to kill somebody right away to pop the... Do we want to do this? I don't think we even want to do this right away. Let's pass this over to Bastila. Let's have Bastila give Yoda the go-ahead. That gets rid of Savior. Now we'll come over here and do some damage. Give everybody some buffs. Now let's just kill Bendo. All right. Bendo down. Let's see. Who do we want to work with here? I think we'll just take the double attack. Should be enough. You do it. Get him in there. Bastila's going down. She got saved. Savior. All right, let's get Yoda going over here. We need to get this. Need to get this Revan out of here. All right. Let's get rid of her buffs. Work on cooldowns. Gotta try to get some banners back on this Bastila, so I'm gonna wait on using Yoda. Well, I might not have time. might be over before I get a chance. Okay. Is there any chance that I can get enough protection recovered on her? No, I don't think so. All right, well, we'll lose a banner. 59. All right. Gideon was wasted. Yes, Gideon was wasted on that. He was definitely overkill for that Troopid team. Yep. It's a weak Jedi team. Yeah. All right, well, I think we did it. We did it with a team that had 2 Gear 12 characters on it, so we didn't waste too many resources. What do we got over here? We've got a 490 fleet with the Houndstooth under the Chimera lead. And we've got 399 with Geos under the Executrix. 4 reinforcements on each. Interesting. Yeah, so I think we'll use Finalizer against this fleet. Make short work of that, I hope. Bring in our Imperial fleet against this fleet. Should be good. All right, let's go back up here and let's see what we can do with Kylo. All right. We're going to do Padme first. If they stun Anakin, it's pretty much game over, right? So he goes first, he stuns Anakin. Then I have to hope that Kenobi can get in the way and get a bunch of extra turns on Anakin before he'll be effective. Maybe he'll go after Barriss first. I don't know the priorities here. But if we can survive like the first 2 moves, I think we could at least have a chance of using Ahsoka to clear off the taunt, potentially get down one or more of his tanks. I don't think we'll win with this, but the question is, can we do enough to drop Barriss and bring Thrawn? He has no trooper, so it's not alt, basically. Low-level tune in to absorb the stun from Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Yeah. The problem is I need it to be Galactic Republic, because if it's not Galactic Republic, then I lose so many bonuses on this team. So I don't know what I can do for Galactic Republic to have a pre-taunt. I don't think I have anything that pre-taunts for Galactic Republic. I think I'm just out of luck with that. The other thing I could do is bounty hunters, and I could just try to clear off 1 or 2 things. Now we're gonna take this in as it is. We're gonna take it in as it is, and just hope that we can get. The question is, do I bring in a Vader team first, or do I bring in this team first? Because if I bring a Vader team in second, I got a better chance of killing Supreme Leader Kylo Ren with the Vader team. But if I don't do well with this team, then I could just quit out. If I don't do well with this team, I could just quit out and try the Vader team. Okay. Get on in there. Let's give this a try. All right. Yeah. Didn't see that coming. Oh, wait, yeah, we did. All right, so we've got this guy at first. I don't mind to leave it like that and trigger some Barriss offie. So let's just get a little protection up. Start trying to work our way through this. Okay. Now we'll do the stacks. Big hit. Let's kick this guy. Got him. All right. Barris is wound up with a pretty good hit too, but against that Kylo. So, oof. Now, if we can keep these debuffs up against the Kylo Ren Unmasked, we will be in good shape. Because then once we get his taunt off, he can't get taunt back, no matter how hard they try. All right. No! Arg! Arg! So we got to try to kill Hux. Oh, no. He's going to get the taunt back. All right. Well, we got one tank out of there. We got one tank out of there. All right. Let's go. Let's take care of this. Triumvirate. Select a squad. We'll take in Triumvirate with an extra Sith Trooper tank just to make sure things don't go badly for us. All right. Let's isolate this Bosk. We will. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do that and have 2 taunts up. All right. And I don't have the other Zeta on Traya right now, so we can't do the cleansing debuffs thing at the beginning of the turn like we want to. All right, not great. Got to get that Zeta on her at some point. All right. Let's see. What do we got? Let's get over there. Now we can get rid of this Bosk. All right. Zam. This should... No. It didn't. Man. How do you like that? I thought that was going to kill Zam for sure. All right. Get some cooldowns back again. Isolate him. Give him protection up. See if we can get him restored. Held by hatred. Get rid of some buffs. All right. Cut him down. Who we got back here? Let's just get rid of Cad Bane. Easy peasy. Isolate means that he doesn't get to come back, so we like that. Nothing left but a Greedo. What do you think, guys? Is this Greedo going to get me? Are we gonna lose the Greedo? Nope. 55 banners. Not horrible. All right, so we got several teams, and we can just keep going in here time after time and see what we can do. Now we got Hux down pretty good, so what we're going to do next is we're going to take in a rebel team of some kind, and we're just going to see if we can pop Hux straight up. Let's get a couple other good characters in here if we can. Who do we have? This will give us more stats. Not much, but a little bit. Who else we got for Rebels? We're running pretty lean on Rebels. Old Ben. Old Ben's nothing but a speed bump in this battle, but all right, let's go. All right, we can't crit him, but maybe we can get enough damage. Ooh, that was close. Yikes. Fail. Yeah. Yep. Yep. This is bringing in clones. We'll see. Because if we can get the clone bomb to go off, we can take the taunt off of Kylo, and if things line up really, really well, we might find ourselves with a chance to kill Hux. Oh, they're going to go after 5s right away. That's actually to our advantage. All right, let's see what we can do to Kylo here. Yeah. Woo! No sacrifice today. Yep, and this should be it. Yeah, we're not gonna take that. Nothing. All right, we could take in a bounty hunter team. Pray that we stay alive long enough that pray that we stay alive long enough. All right. Get rid of that. Okay, good. No, do your stun. Trying to get rid of the stun. All right. Bounty hunters. Need another bounty hunter. Put in Django. All right, see if boss can last more than one hit. Well, he lasted one hit. She can't get a buff. Ew. Somebody's got to go before Mando. We're going to get the contract on his turn. Or not. Yeah, that's too bad. All right, well, let's throw in another garbage team. See if we can get rid of his ult. Oh, he falls out of the. He doesn't stay in the ult between rounds. I didn't know that. I thought he maintained his ult between rounds. Huh. Okay. Okay. That's good to know. All right, so we got to take the Vader team in. It's the last chance to do anything. And I don't have a Wat Tambor, and I don't have much other good stuff to back up my Vader, so it's going to be what it is. Throw in a Dooku. Well, you know what? We'll throw in this. We'll throw him in. Give Vader some more speed. Shore Trooper can soak a hit and then pretty much be done after that. All right. See, oh, he lived. He survived. Okay, throw him down. Dang. Oof. I don't even know what we can do here. Can't get critical hits. So, I don't know. Has to be tried. Yeah, that's not nearly enough. All right. Not much hope there. The reason I didn't go crazy with Vader is because if we couldn't get rid of that Kylo Ren unmasked, then there's no chance of winning that battle because we couldn't get enough debuffs on Supreme Leader Kylo Ren at that point. So the only chance that I had to even attempt this was to kill Kylo Ren unmasked, but we couldn't get through him. Why end Merciless Massacre? Just because the Kylo Ren unmasked was the only chance. I guess I could have hit the other two guys and then hit Kylo Ren unmasked. I probably should have done that, but getting in a hurry, getting sloppy, getting tilted. I don't have a counter for that team. All right, so ships. We'll do the standard ships. And just in case, we'll go ahead and throw in our standard 2 reinforcements with Plo and the Cassian's U-Wing. This I expect to be easy. If it's not, then might be in trouble. So Finalizer goes first. We're going to cripple the Hound's Tooth with the missile, so we can't get turn meter. Stall harder. Yeah, stall harder. Okay, and then we can call an assist on the shuttle. Hit him, stun him, maybe kill him. Just use this to get turn meter. All right. So let's go. Boom. 1 shot, 1 kill. All right, we'll bring this in. Stun him up. Yeah, stall harder. I should be stalling harder. I think I can kill it. Oh no, didn't get the cooldown. All right. Wasn't ready to kill him yet. Can I kill Vader in 1 hit? What do you guys think? 1 hit. Here we go. Boom. No, not quite. Dodged. Get out of here, Vader. Oh, I definitely need to stall harder. Stall, stall, stall. What can we do to stall? Nothing. I don't think we can do anything to stall. Well, we can do that. Give him more protection up. Don't kill him, don't kill him, don't kill him. All right, good, good. All right, reinforce time. Here we go, Plo. Give me back my banners. Thank you. Now, try again. All right, that gives us back banners, 64. Good, good, good. I love my Finalizer fleet, gentlemen. Anybody wants to build the Finalizer fleet, definitely worth it, in my opinion. Definitely worth it. Okay, so do we want to go with Tarkin or Thrawn? Let's just mess around with Thrawn. Why not? We can do that. We can do that. We can do where's Sunfac? Okay, it can be the last one that I pick. That gives us 2 tanks. Bring this in just in case. This is overkill. This is overkill. Where's Spy? Is that Spy? Make sure that's Spy. All right. Stall harder. Stall harder. You've already won the Grand Arena. Yeah, I've already won, but this is why I love Grand Arena, because you get to practice things. And you know, if I'm doing Squad Arena, there's no way I'm going to take those kinds of teams in against Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I'm just going to use my Supreme Leader Kylo Ren against theirs. So even though I won the Grand Arena, I don't care. It's still fun to try those teams out and see if there's anything that could break through. And, you know, if I did get that team killed, you know, then I get the back line and get a bunch more points and zones and all that stuff. So that's fun. I love that. Juicy banners, yeah. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to kill Sunfac first. And get up to Taunt. Let's buff up our guys, put some debuffs on their guys. And the reason we kill Sunfac first, if we go for the soldier or the spy, they're just going to go under stealth. Once they go under stealth, we have to kill Sunfac anyway. So there's no reason why we don't just start with him and work on that, because oh boy, let's see, what are we going to do here? I think the basic from Boba Fett should kill him. I want another taunt on the... Oh no, there we go. Good. Whew. Damage over time, got him. Alright, everybody's got foresight on. Now everybody's got nothing. Alright, good. And then Vader can put a big hit down there. And we still got taunt on a couple of our guys. Ooh. Ooh. That was nasty. Let's see. Let's hit soldier. And then let's hit spy so we get more target locks. More target locks. They might get my bomber too. I gotta say, their fleet is doing much better than I thought it was going to do. And now my Vader's at risk. Alright. Get him finished off. I didn't go after Vader. That's good. Good stuff. Oh! I lost him from counterattacks. That's embarrassing. Get out of here. There we go. 56 banners. Ooh, garbage. I got to get that Y-Wing for my fleet as well so that I can bring Houndstooth for my Empire fleet. Alright, well, 2 zones cleared. Good banners on the ones that we did clear. So that should give us put us in pretty good shape for winning that arena. So let's see. We still got some more time if we want to mess around and potentially do another quick look at an account. So who do we have over here that's looking for an account review? Good thing they didn't go after Vader as Vader dies. Yeah, he got hit by the counterattacks and killed. That was bad. Okay. Rebels first to get rid of Hux. Yeah, that didn't work. All right, 1, 2, 3, ABC. Let's see who else put their stuff over on Discord for account reviews. Zanir. We did a big account already, Zanir. I tell you what, I think you gave me an alt account too. So let's just take a look at both if you're in the chat. Because your name's pretty close to the top of the list as it turns out, so put you in here. Get that set up. All right, and then we got to change this over. All right. Stats, 4.6 million galactic power, 2 million in ships, 2.5 in characters. That's good. That's good. That's maybe even a little more on ships than strictly necessary. Got a good Padme team for Arena, 154 over there. Rank 10 in fleet with the 6-star negotiator and Galactic Republic. Those guys are in good shape. We got Geos, we got Silencer, Boba Fett, Clone Sergeant, Imperial Tie. That's interesting. Relic Imperial Tie. If you're in chat, tell me what your thought is on that Imperial Tie. How that's working out for you, because it's an interesting ship. If you get some dodges off of there, you can get a lot of turn meter on your capital ship. So it's something that I've looked at before, but I've never done it. So how good is that Imperial Tie? let us know in the chat. Executrix, done. Got the Plow for the reinforcement. Houndstooth, Bosk. Got the TIE Bomber. Yeah, this is a lot of good stuff in fleets. There's not a whole lot of wasted galactic power in here, so you've just got a lot of good stuff in fleet. There's the TIE Advanced. You do have the TIE Bomber. Here we've got a couple weaker ships. Han's Millennium Falcon. Maybe using that as a reinforcement. This is a great reinforcement for the negotiator. Getting that foresight on everybody is it's just silly. It really helps out, like right when that first reinforcement comes in, if you get that going. All right, so ship's looking pretty good, pretty normal. Vader is the top character here. Lots of developed 6-dot mods. 23 speed and offense. Whew. 25 speed and crit damage. 32 speed. 24 speed potency. 20 speed. 23 speed. That's a lot of speed. 288 with 192 crit damage. 88% potency. 7,500 damage. Yep, that is. You got that much potency just from substats in one potency set. So that's a pretty decent potency, and that is a skull crusher of a Vader. Nice. Whew. Good mods. Really good mods. Some potency on here. Just all potency. Speed. That's what you would expect. A bunch of speed. He's what, about 280, 253. Okay. Oh, because he doesn't have a speed set, right? So he's 253. Okay, so let's look at overall speed. How many characters do we have that are 300 or above? 298. So he's got basically 4 characters at 300 or above. Moff Gideon's getting built. That's exciting. I like that character. He's pretty interesting. Got a Wat Tambor at 6 stars. Throwing. All right. Pizza crust. That's you, Pizza? You're Zanir? I didn't realize that. Regarding the Imperial tie, the Imperial tie hits really hard under Tarkin. Yeah. Okay. Really? It's that good on offense, huh? Just straight up damage. Okay. Good. Maybe that's something that I'll do on the Loquitur account. I eat up rebels. I imagine you do, yeah. That's pretty good. Darth Vader says that this Darth Vader is a galactic legend killer. I would agree with that. That's strong Vader. Thrawn's doing pretty well too. 277 speed. He's just beefed up. Take a hit. So what are we getting here? I see a bunch of First Order. I see the troopers. I'm not missing Supreme Leader Kylo Ren in here somewhere, am I? Oh, we still got some to work on. But it looks like you're working on both that and on the requirements for Sith Eternal. So I take it you decided to go for Sith Eternal first ahead of SLKR. Is that what you're doing here? You're going for the Sith Eternal Emperor first? And then following up, yeah, must be, because that's it, right? We got Piet. We've already got Krennic, so yeah, we've got everything we need here. Just getting this And then we've got the mall I saw somewhere in here. Yeah. Okay. So what is it that you want advice on, man? When I'm looking at your account, you've got tons of stuff built. You've got teams going. You've got your first Galactic Legend on the way. You've already got some of the requirements for SLKR, so I would probably go for him right after you get done. Do we have a Darth Revan in here? So I mean, that's what I would say for your account. Build that Sith Eternal Emperor, then go straight into that Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and then build up your Darth Revan, and that's another 6 months worth of projects for you. So it looks like your account's pretty well under control. I think I would have expected to see more speed on some of these characters, but some of your fastest characters, a lot of your fastest mods aren't even speed mods, right? So if we're looking at which character was it that I saw? Like the Padme, we're getting 300 speed from speed subs. It's not even a speed set. So, I mean, you've got great mods throughout the account. No doubt about that at all. So, yeah, I don't think I have a lot of advice for you for this account. I mean, you're obviously know what you're doing. You're on the right track. Your mods are in good working order, and it's just working up through those Galactic Legends. So, yes. So somebody in the chat said, Darth Vader says, stop slicing mods on tunes that don't need slicing and focus on 6-dot mods. Okay. All right. So maybe some advice to, do a better job working with slicing materials. All right, and then this is the alt account for same guy, I believe. 420,000 galactic power. Little account with some ships and 122,000 in ships, 300,000. Level 83, I take it. So I see a bunch of stuff at 83. Then I think it must be a level 83 account coming up. We got geo ships. We've got. I don't see enough stuff to get this Executrix up to 5 stars. You gotta get 5 stars on this ship, and you gotta get another 5-star dark side ship, so that you can get this Executrix up to 5 stars, and you can get the Zeta Material Challenge unlocked. Definitely something that has to happen. Troopers. Magma Trooper. Yeah, he's easy to get. So probably not the best trooper in the game, but much like my Stormtrooper, you just kind of, that last trooper, you just pick somebody that's easy and put him in. But I really would do Snow Trooper. You've probably been watching what I'm doing. So this isn't bad. I mean, I just don't think Magma Trooper is going to be as good in there as the Snow Trooper. But this guy removes turn meter. So the cool thing with the Magma Trooper, you can really reduce the chance that the opponent ever gets a turn. So like we talked about with all of the turn meter stuff, he just adds another layer of making it so that your opponent can't get turn meter. You take away 30% of their turn meter, and then you take more turns, and then hope to get that back off a cooldown. So that's a cool little trooper team. We got Palpatine unlocked over here. We got Phoenix, the Geos. So yeah, I mean there's like 4 or 5 solid teams going on here already. We got the Troopers, the Empire, the Phoenix, the Geos, and then we've got some bounty hunter stuff going. Darth Vader. So yeah, again, for this account, not too much advice on characters. Looks like you're doing great there, but you gotta get this ship thing figured out and get that Zeta challenge unlocked. So you'll need a total of 5 dark side ships at 5 stars, and you'll need a total of 6 ships at, or I'm sorry, what is it again? 5 at 4 stars, and then you need 6 at 5 stars. So you have to get a total of 6 ships to 5 stars. So you'll need this, you'll need another dark side ship somewhere, and then you'll need to get this Ahsoka or another ship up to 5 stars. Too important. Can't pass that up. Can't miss those Zetas. That's 6 Zetas a week you get out of those challenges. So we really need to dig. All right. So we've been online for almost 2 hours now. I tell you, it's really gone by fast. Holy cow. Yeah, this must be fun. You know, if time flies when you're having fun, I must be having a lot of fun. I can't believe we've been on there that long. Whew. Cool. All right. Let's see. Let's just do one other person. GMoney. I've seen GMoney. He's on the list. He's a collector account that just started to focus about 6 months ago. Okay. So what do we need to do here? Let's hide his code while we put it up. I don't know. People probably don't care if people see their ally codes, but just out of respect for players, I put a little black bar here at the bottom to blank out the ally code so that not everybody sees it. At least in the video version of it. Okay, so stats on this: 2.6 million, 1 million in ships and 6 in characters. And when he says a collector account, that means that he unlocked and opened up a lot of characters and built a lot of stuff and is just now trying to bring focus to his account. So that's what we should expect to see, because that's what he told us we're going to see. And look at this. There's 7 starships everywhere with garbage pilots, 85. That's a lot of galactic power for something that isn't very helpful. So yeah, I mean, we've got that working against us in this account, but like you said, at some point when you realize that that's what you've done, there's no going back. I mean, you don't want to start over when you've got this much stuff. So the important thing is, at this galactic power, you're going to have to build 2 good fleets and pretty quickly get up to 4 fleets when you get to Division 2 in Grand Arena if you want to do that. So it's not bad to have this many ships. Before I give advice on ships, let's see what you got going on in characters. And that might give us a better idea of what we want to say about ships. So we got both Revens. We got Vader, up and coming. Got Geos. Jedi. Is there a Padme in here? If there's a Padme in here, then it's real easy to give that first advice, right? Yeah. Build Padme, Ahsoka, Jedi Knight Anakin, Kenobi. Get those characters. And with what you've got here, I would probably actually build this R2-D2. Do you have C-3PO? No, I don't see C-3PO in here. I would probably put the R2-D2 with this team to give them more stats. But Relic Ahsoka, Relic Jedi Knight Anakin, and work on those ships for sure. That's kind of a gimme, right? And then I didn't see, do you have the negotiator unlocked or not? I don't see negotiator, but of course work on a negotiator out of the capital ships with your currency. And because you have such strong ships in that regard, I would probably go ahead and 7-star this endurance if you can, and run the Jedi under the endurance until you get that negotiator. All right, back to characters. The order in which you should do things. Relic the Padme team. Get Zetas on the Jedi Knight Anakin and the Ahsoka if you don't have it. Yeah, you need Zeta there. Make the Padme team. Take that up. Next, build up this Darth Revan team. So, Bastila Shan Fallen. You can use HK. Some people who I trust to know a lot about the game are saying that the Marauder is a lot better in that slot than HK. So if you've got the Marauder, that's cool. If not, just go ahead and use your HK, Bastila, the Sith Empire Trooper, and Malak. And then do your Jedi Knight Revan team. Yoda, Bindo, Bastila if you want her on the team. I think you had an Ezra Bridger in here somewhere. I like him with that team. So that's the order I would do it in. I would do the Padme team first, the Darth Revan team second, and the Jedi Knight Revan team third. And I wouldn't work on any other characters. I would just work on getting those reliced. And the reason I would do the Padme first, the Darth Revan team is probably the best team that you could build, but the Padme team gets you 2 pilots and it gets you a better fleet and better fleet placement. And that's what you're going to want to go for over in fleet. You want to build something that's going to give you a good team here and a good fleet at the same time. And then from there, again, that's 4 or 5 months down the road, and then you got to make your next decision. But that's what I would do with this. I would just focus up Padme. All right. So what's in the chat over here? Darth Vader says, I started off collecting, and you learn quickly that you enjoy it more, when you focus rather than just collecting. Yep. He's getting close for C-3PO. That's good. If it's your account and you don't care about Grand Arena, then do what you like. Yeah, I mean, that's always true. This is a collector game. It's meant for people who like to mess around with Star Wars stuff and collect characters. So there's exactly that. There's not really a right or wrong way to build, to decide what you're going to build. But, if you are going to go for good Grand Arena placement, then there's a sensible way to go about that. Zek says, I honestly see no point in collecting ships. Do not, under any circumstance, collect ships. Do not. If you want to manage your galactic power at all, that's the biggest piece of advice I can give. Do not activate your ships. And we can look, I mean, there's a reason why I say this, and it's because I messed it up, right? When I first started the game, I probably played for 6 to 8 months before I started managing galactic power. Look at this. Everything. All these ships are unlocked. Garbage Ebonhawk, unlocked. Poe Dameron's X-Wing, 4 stars, level 60. Why? Why did I do this, right? Everything's unlocked. I think maybe there's 2 ships in the game that I don't have unlocked. TIE Reaper, Extinction Bomber. I didn't even have pilots for these ships. Gar Saxon's Starfighter, 4 stars, Sith fight. Everything's unlocked. Garbage. It's complete garbage. I have so much stuff. Oh, I got 2 ships that are unlocked. 2 ships out of the entire game. And probably if I'd gotten enough shards on these ships, I would have unlocked them too. It's just bad. Don't do this, guys. The reason why I tell people don't do this is because I've done it. I did it. This is my main account. I did it. 2 million galactic power in ships, and probably 500,000 of that is all in useless garbage ships that that do nothing but take up space. So, so yeah, this is one of those circumstances where you have to say, do as I say, not as I did, because I messed it up. All right. So yeah, and overall not bad. I mean, these kinds of accounts are fun. And the nice thing, when Grand Arena pairs you up against an opponent, to the best of my understanding, the way that it works, your total galactic power sets your division. Once your division is set, however many characters you need, so in this case we need 3 teams for defense, 3 teams for offense, minimum. 6 teams times 5 characters is 30, right? And then ships is 8. So what the game does is it looks at the galactic power of your top 30 characters and your top 8 ships. And then the 8 people that you get matched up with in your little pod, these 8 people should all have similar galactic power in their top 30 characters and top 8 ships. Maybe it's only characters. I've seen somebody say it's only characters. Anyway, so when you have an account like that collector account, the fact that you don't have a lot of relics actually works in your favor, because you're going to get matched up generally against other collector accounts that don't have a whole lot of relics, and it'll be fair-ish. Now, if you do go up against a guy with 2 or 3 relics, then you can really get caught short, because a bunch of Gear 12 teams aren't going to beat a team with 2 relic characters on it. Just really unlikely. So yeah, if you're building up a collector account, then there's still some chance that you get matched fairly in Grand Arena. And some of the guys that are trying to take first place actually build accounts like that. They build flat accounts with like 60 Gear 12 characters so that they're well beyond the limit, and just a few key relics, and that gives them some kind of advantage in the matchmaking algorithm. So if people want to play that game, you can, but yeah, it's interesting. All right, so what else we got? Tony says, yeah, I usually get paired with accounts that look as bad as mine. So, yeah, and a lot of people have complained about the matchmaking algorithm and say that it's a bunch of crap and it's not fair. And I've seen cases where it does make some really funny looking matches. But imagine that somebody had, a Division 3 account, something like that, where it's looking at your top 65 characters or 70 characters or something. So, and imagine that you had like 20 relic characters, 10 Gear 12s, and then a whole bunch of like Gear 9 and 8 and nothing below that, right? Well, the average among your top characters is going to be low, because it's still grabbing a bunch of those really weak characters in with the average. And then somebody else with 70 Gear 12 characters gets matched up against that, and they're like, how do I get matched up against somebody with 20 relic characters? Well, that's why. Because their account falls off rapidly after that. They don't have a bunch of stuff in the middle. So they basically have relic characters and non-relics, and not a lot of Gear 12s. All right. What else we got? Would you mind skimming through my account as well? Relicking the 5-0 first, and I'm lost as to where to go next. Okay. Zex is on the list, for sure. Alrighty. We'll take a quick look. This video is probably going to get banned if I say Zex too much. They're probably going to think I'm saying something else. So we'll see if this account is very Zexy. Stats, number 2 in Arena and Fleet Arena. Oh, look at that. No advice to give. If you're successful in Fleet Arena, you've mastered the game. All right, number 23 in Squad. And usually when I see a 23, I assume that this team can go up during placement. and drops back down when you're not in placement. I mean, for my main account right now, I'm like number 61 because I left a bad team in there and it dropped way down. But yeah, so number 2 in fleets, that's good. Negotiators at 6 stars. What are we looking at for galactic power? About 3 million galactic power. 1.1 in ships, 1.8. That's not bad. It's not horrible. As long as we got a good, clean roster on ships. All right. So we got a few little ships here. Yeah. So just don't activate these for future reference in your accounts. If you care about galactic power, if you just want ships. For example, there's when you do territory battles, there's requirements to put ships into the little quest thing. So sometimes having a level 1 ship at 7 stars just to help your guild with quests is okay. But these 2 and 5 star ships aren't helpful. Yeah, you got a lot of fluff. You got a lot of ships that aren't helping you. So you got the negotiator fleet, and that's good, but I can't hardly even see what you've got in here as a second fleet. You've got Han's Millennium Falcon, but I don't see a whole lot of rebel ships behind that. Biggs is okay, but there's no work on Biggs. So I guess my advice in fleet would be, pick a second fleet. If it's going to be rebels, go for rebels. If it's going to be, I guess just the Geos is what you're using. I don't know. But yeah, commit to a second fleet. For as high as you are on galactic power, I feel like you should have a really strong fleet for defense and a really strong fleet for offense. I love the negotiator on defense. It just forces your opponent to play the random game and hope that they can beat you. All right, so what did he say? He's working on 501st and wondering where to go next. Okay. It's Greek numbers, XES 666. Bad boy. No. Roman numerals. That's 666. I actually had a character in when I played World of Warcraft. My character's name was DCLXVI. 666 in Roman numerals. Geos are the second fleet, slowly but surely. Most ships are from the pre-hyperdrive bundle. No. Okay, well, I still, I don't, if you're going to go, let's say, build up your Geos at least to, 1 or 2 of them at relic level, then that can be a good second fleet. But the Geos are kind of a cleanup fleet, so unless you're actually actively planning to relic those characters, I would commit to a second good fleet. All right, so he's working on relicing clones. He's got General Skywalker, so he's worked his way through that, and he's got 6 stars there. He's buying up guild event currency stuff. Get him maxed out. So we've got a ton of protection, crit damage. Yeah, so typical Anakin stuff, right? So what we would expect to see. Protection there, crit damage. Protection again. Could use speed if you want to. One thing you have to watch for on this team, you're going to want a really fast Rex. Like insanely fast. The faster you can make your Rex, the better. So let's see what you got going on here. 266. So you want your Rex to be 305. You want this crazy fast Rex. And then you want to be able to do form up and give everybody turn meter. Other allies gain half of these amounts, right? So because he's not a clone trooper, he's only going to gain 30%. And you want your Skywalker potentially, if you can, it's nice if he's fast enough that 30% gets him over 300 as well. So what do we need to be, like 230 or something like that? And then that extra 30% will put you close to 300. It's not a big deal. I mean, Skywalker hits so dang hard that it doesn't really matter anyway. But, you know, just a little bit of speed mods on that and a speed arrow, and you'd have him there. So it's something to consider. But maybe you just want him for protection. Yeah, Vader agrees he needs more speed. Yeah. Darth Revan and Bastila are the fastest. Yeah, and they need to be fast for sure. 342. That's blistering speed. 27 speed mod. Man, it is hard to get over 25. That's got it has to have at least 5 rolls of 5 or better plus 1. Yeah, that's tough to get. 22 speed, 22 speed, 26 speed. Yeah, you got two mods on there that are just fantastic. Yeah. That is a fast Darth Revan. Those are the kind of Darth Revans that you click on in Grand Arena and you just do one of these. You're like, no, not going to happen. Bastila 311. Yeah. I like to see a little more potency on her. I know that there's potency from this, right? So plus 50% potency. But there's a lot of characters out there that get over 100% tenacity pretty easily. And when she can't stick debuffs, it's bad. So I know you probably don't have another 22 speed one with potency just laying around. But if you did, you might want to consider giving her a little more potency. I'm a big fan of having Bastila at 112 potency plus the 50 and just never ever missing a debuff. All right, so where to go after this? That's the question. If I relic the clones, what next? So we've got Ewoks, we got C-3PO, got a Padme team, Jedi Knight Anakin, Ahsoka, Kenobi. Maybe Yoda. Maybe Yoda's with Revan. Anyway, we got somebody else on the Padme team. And we'll get clones. You've got Shock T built up pretty well, so if you don't have a strong 5th on your Padme team was his arena team, right? So yeah, he's using the Yoda, at least in the arena version of the team. Okay, what I would do next, it's definitely Galactic Legend time. Definitely. The only question is, which one? You've got the Vader already. I don't see much First Order. We've got a Veers. We've got some stuff for that. Grievous team. Can build a Grievous team. Got Piet, Stark. What do we have for resistance? Scavenger Ray. That's tough because you really don't have a whole lot of stuff built up. I was going to say I suppose you could get Jedi Knight Luke, but I don't see Wampa or Hermit Yoda. Unless I'm missing something. There's Hermit Yoda. He's unlocked at least. So you got a long haul before you could get to Jedi Master Luke. Yeah, somebody's saying go after Jedi Knight Luke. I don't think I would because it's just going to be so long. You still have this General Skywalker to finish out, which means you don't have a whole bunch of extra currency sitting in the bank. So in order to get that, the Wampa, the Yoda, all of that stuff, that's a long haul to get to that Jedi Knight Luke and the Jedi Master Luke. I don't want to give bad advice. I really don't want to give bad advice. What I would say, build a trooper team next. So build up the troopers, put your investments into, you've got decent troopers going on already. You've already got a start there. So with that, you could build up this snow trooper. You got the 3 guys that you have to build for Sith Eternal. Maybe put a Moff Gideon in there, Snowtrooper, Moff Gideon in the 3. But then I don't see Thrawn. I don't see Thrawn. Have we done Phoenix? Yeah. Am I just missing the Thrawn? Okay, there he is. There he is. So we've got a Thrawn. So Sith Eternal Empire is the easiest. That would be the easiest character for you to go for in terms of Galactic Legend. And I would say because you have this Darth Revan already as such an just a top tier defensive team for your Grand Arena, I don't think you need to build a defensive Galactic Legend. So Sith Eternal Emperor is a good bet. If you didn't want to go with Sith Eternal Empire, based on the way that your account is set up, I would go for Rey instead of Kylo. I would go for Rey. And then I would just set up your defense where you put Rey on one corner and you put Darth Revan on the other zone, and you can save the entire rest of your account for offense at that point. So one of those two. One of those two. No mods on Thrawn at the moment. Troopers are good enough to wreck Nightsisters and Bounty Hunters, no problem. Yeah, exactly. They're a good team. All right. So that's putting me at 2.5 hours. I'm about wore out, and people are starting to leave anyway, and I think I'm going to call it for this stream. Hit me up over on the Discord, Zex, if you want to talk about it a little more in detail. But yeah, I think that's your choice, is either go for Rey or go for Sith Eternal, depending on which one you like better. And I got some advice on, if you decide to go for Rey, I have some advice for you on how to do that if that's what you want to do to help manage your account galactic power. All right, Inquisitors. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate everybody who's looking at this channel. I hope everybody took time to destroy that like button. If you haven't, please, on your way out, kill the like button, stab it with a lightsaber, shoot it with a phaser, whatever you got to do. Phaser Star Trek. Never mind. Don't do that. All right. Talk to all you guys later. Thank you very much. See you around.